Welcome to Returning Resident 101. Today we're going to go through housing options and the application process for our returning residents. Please feel free to ask questions in the video comments or tune in to our apartment open house on April 8th where we will give you more info about apartment living and answer any questions you have. On campus, we have two different housing agreements, 9-month and 12-month. Before you submit your housing application, your first decision is, which do you want to apply for? The 9-month housing agreement runs from the beginning of autumn quarter to the end of spring quarter, while the 12-month agreement runs from the beginning of autumn quarter to the end of summer quarter. If you're going to be graduating at the end of spring 2023, or you're not planning to be on campus during summer 2023, I would strongly recommend that you apply for 9-month housing. If you choose to apply for 12-month and decide not to be here for summer, or graduate in spring, you will still be responsible for your summer housing charges. Starting off with our 9-month apartment options, we have Stevens Court, Mercer Court Buildings A, B, and C, and Nordheim Court Buildings 1, 3, and 4. Moving on to our 12-month options, we have Cedar Apartments and Nordheim Court Buildings 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Our last 12-month option is Mercer Court Buildings D and E, which are exclusively for graduate students. All of these communities are single rooms and shared apartments. As you are starting to browse your on-campus housing options, make sure to check out our UW-HFS YouTube page. We have virtual and 360 tours of our housing types and communities so you can get a feel for what the rooms look like. There are a couple of changes for the 2022-23 application that I would like to share with you. Rooms that will be used for early fall start will not be available to returning residents. This includes Alder Hall, floors 2 through 7, and Oak West floors 2 through 5. The pre-health living learning community will expand to include floor 4 in Alder Hall. For 2022-23, we will continue to have expanded mixed gender options in our residence halls. Students may apply for a mixed gender room preference with a member of a different gender as long as the roommates request one another. The room types available for mixed gender are doubles and triples with private bathroom or an all-gender community bathroom. For more information about this process, please attend the virtual Gender Inclusive Housing Open House on April 8th. Why might you want to live in on-campus apartments or just on campus in general? The first reason is that you have flexibility with your agreement duration and room type preferences. Most off-campus communities only have a 12-month option, so you don't have that shortened agreement option if you aren't going to be here for summer. It is also extremely convenient to live so close to your classes. As an apartment resident, you continue to have access to all of our HFS resources and amenities, in addition to having an all-inclusive housing payment. No need to manage separate utility and rent bills. And you can also use your financial aid to pay for on-campus apartments if that's something that you're receiving. For specific rate information, you can take a look at the HFS rates page. Rates listed on the website are per person and have been approved for the 2022-23 year. The returning resident application will go live on April 6th at 2 p.m. Pacific Time, and the deadline to apply is April 12th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time. To apply, you will need to visit your MyHFS homepage. You will first need to make sure that you have submitted your HFS student profile, where you will provide your contact information, personal pronouns, and authorize any third parties on your housing account. If you would like to live with a matriculated student who doesn't currently live on campus, make sure to complete the 2022-23 roommate pull-in request by 12 noon on April 8th so that your requested roommate can apply by the application deadline. Also review housing agreements on our website before the application opens. Starting on April 6th, you will be able to log into your MyHFS homepage at myhfs.housing.uw.edu and apply. On the application, you will submit your housing preferences, request roommates if you have them, and choose your dining account level. After you submit your application, you can sit back, relax, and wait until room selection opens. Keep checking your email for important updates from HFS and familiarize yourself with housing and dining information on the HFS website. Room selection begins April 26th for 12-month applicants 29th for 9-month applicants. If you do not choose a room by May 13th for 12-month housing or by May 31st for 9-month housing, HFS will assign you to a space based on your application preferences and room type availability. Room selection times are determined by the number of quarters that you have been living with HFS, so those who have been living on campus longer are going to have earlier room selection times. At your room selection time, a link will appear on your MyHFS page, and you will be able to choose your room. You will enter in your building preference. This step is required, and enter in any of the optional options, such as room style, bathroom style, living learning community, and dining account preference. Click the search button and you will be able to see which spaces are available that meet your search criteria. Once you see a space that you like, click on the link to select the room and assign yourself to it. Once you have successfully assigned yourself to a space, you will get a confirmation page. If you're selecting a room with a roommate pair or group, you will need to make sure that all of your roommates have been selected using the checkbox and that the room style you are looking for can accommodate the number of people in your group. When the search results page pulls up, you can select a room that has the number of open beds you need for your group. Once you've successfully assigned yourself to a space, you will get a confirmation page. If you decide that you want to move to a different room, your roommate or roommates will need to log in and move themselves to the new location. After you have assigned yourself to a room, you can visit your MyHFS homepage and click on your room to see your room details page. Here you can see the room style, bathroom style, and even the names and contact information for your roommates. If you go through the returning resident application process and decide that you do not want to live on campus, you have until May 15 to cancel at no charge. If you cancel after that, you will owe charges based off the date you cancel. If you have questions about the returning resident application process, please feel free to email hfsinfo@uw.edu and make sure to join us on Zoom on April 8th for our apartment open house Q&A. We hope to see you all on campus next year.